Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. A2G here, back again with another video. In this video here, what I want to show you guys is the camp zone that should be nearest to your base. Now the reason why I want to show you this particular base is I just want to give you a quick run through on how to get the maximum efficiency out of it, that you can loot that particular base with the less items available on you. So all that you really need for this run will be some basic armor, just in case if you get stuck with any enemies. Alright, I do not advise getting a club for this one, and I will explain to you why, but the club, I feel now, as you're getting on in your levels and upgrading to better weaponry or finding better weaponry, the club is not going to be effective. So I don't advise doing this if you're in a lower ranked level. Okay guys, right, so for this one I'm just going to take a couple of saw blades. One's about to die and I've got another one that's half full, so I'm going to be using that. And get some food as well would be the other suggestion. Now I'm only going to take what I've got here in my inventory. I should be okay with it. Hopefully I don't run into anything that I shouldn't be, but we will go through it and I'll walk you through the area. Okay, so let's wait for this to load up. Alright, here we go. Now for me, the closest camp I have is this one over here. So let's run over and we'll get started. Now let me know what you think about me doing these shorter videos. I want to try and do a couple of run-throughs, just trying to give you a different type of video as opposed to the longer videos that I've been posting on this game so far. So if you enjoy shorter run-throughs, maybe tutorials on how-tos on how to run the game, let me know in the comments down below. Always want to take some feedback on, so I just want to get the best content to you guys best way that I can. So I just wanted to grab a couple of berries before I get started, just so I can heal up so I don't start dying of starvation or anything like that. I really want to use these heals for later if I need them, so that should be okay. Alright, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Now you might come into a situation where you have to fight enemies. Alright guys, so just be prepared for that, but this is what I really want to do, is just show you the way that I've known how to get past with minimal fuss. Okay, so I'm just going to crouch my way through and I'm just going to get to the edge of the map and more or less try and be undetected at all times. Okay, so moving along and cool. Alright, so this is the edge of the camp's base. Now you've got these palisade fences. Now all that you want to do is just attack it. Okay, I mean if you run into it, it's going to hurt you, so just try and refrain from doing that and you are in, easy as that. Okay, so the reason why that you don't want to take too many things with you is there are quite a bit of loot that you can get from this area and other areas too that you want to start exploring. So in one of my other videos that I had, I believe it was the last one, we went through the fortress, went through the woodland zone, so there's Skull 3+ zones, so you do get a lot of loot from those areas. Best thing to do is either just have basic armor, a decent weapon on you, and some heals just in case. Now you will get heals along the way, you will find food in most of these areas, I've noticed, so don't be too discouraged by that. That I'm not taking any food, so at your own risk I guess, but it works for me. And it's good just to loot some of these areas as well, because you don't know what you're going to get out of them. See right there, iron bar. It'll take you ages to get get the furnace, so getting something like that early in game that you can use to craft some items, definitely worth your while. Yeah, here I've been able to get some dry plants, I think it was, some hay bales. Again, not necessarily needed in the game earlier on, but you know, it's there, grab it. What did I get? Yep, there you go, hay bale, take that. And you might find some enemies that are close by here. Again, just try to get out of their plane of sight, and half the times they just walk away when you're looting, so hey, that's a plus for me. And I've got some more of those, and I'm just going to add that there, and I may as well eat one or two just so I don't die of starvation. And again, just make your way around. So even though that wild boar was starting to chase me, by the time he got around, I'm already out of the way, so he won't get to me, which is good. Now, there's no real right or wrong answer. You can actually go through these walls here. For me, I've just gone here, and it's just one swipe and away you're in. Now, the basic walls, you can just use basically any type of weapon to get yourself in. Haven't had any problems without that. There are higher level walls that you'll confront yourself with, so they will require different weaponry. They do have higher health. I've been in a zone where there's a stone wall. All the weapons that I've had at my disposal, sorry, I should say, I wasn't able to get past that, so wasn't able to get into the wall. So I don't know if there's any explosives that will be made available in the game later on. Just something to keep in mind, so don't bother, because if you do try to attack the stone walls, you will use up the rest of your weapon, so just keep that in mind, okay? As I said, just make sure you start looting everything too. You don't know what you're going to find, whether it be cheese, whether it be something else. So far, wooden planks. Again, you need to get the carpenter's table in order for you to get that. Start making planks. I've been able to get my planks so far from this very camp zone, so it's good to do these runs. And so far I haven't encountered any animal, any enemy. Yeah, this is what I was explaining before with lower end weapons such as the club. You're going to need a decent weapon on you for this part. Don't bother with the reinforced wooden walls. There's no point in trying to chop those down, where in this particular base, the basic door you're going to be able to get through with one swipe. Alright, so once you do this, there is this crossbow and it does hit you, so you just need to be mindful on what you're doing there, and all that you're going to do is just repeatedly attack it, okay, because you will get hit, and I'd rather you destroy that so you can take your time and loot the 3 chests that we have here, okay. Now, I don't know if I've got an enemy, which I do. He is coming his way. I don't know how he got there, but let's just destroy him. That'll be fine. That's something different. Never had an enemy follow me into the base like that, so do take warning. Let's get these heals up. Alright, so as I said, guys, virtually you can get away undetected. You know, in my example, I only had 1 enemy so far, so just how you get yourself around the base. And if you use this method the way that I've been doing it, I think you'll do just fine. And what have we got? And look, you might find some of the repetitive things, but hey, at least you can stock up on these, especially when there's items that you haven't got in the game yet, or you can't get in the game. Some of the things like the charcoal, you're going to have to upgrade some of your buildings, all that sort of stuff. So, excuse me, if you can do this early on, why not? It's about to break. I really don't care for that too much. May as well get the satchel. Oh, you know what? May as well keep him or get rid of him. I've got a ton of those. That's basically it, guys. I mean,